Hello viewers, welcome to my channel IIT Olympiads and AP Physics with Ambarish. And today I have brought another challenge from surface tension for all of you. This is a problem from Aerodome, and many students they face a lot of difficulty in this problem. And even if they are able to get the answer, they still have some eerie kind of feeling about whether their answer is correct or not, or whether their logic is correct or not. So in today's video I am going to do an analysis of the problem, and I hope this is clear to all of you after this analysis. And moreover, there is an ambiguity in the problem, and I'll also highlight to you what's that ambiguity and accordingly what can be the possible answers for this problem. So let's get into the problem. So the problem is: find the work to be performed in order to blow a soap bubble of radius capital R if the outside air pressure is equal to P naught and the surface tension of the soap water solution is equal to alpha. Okay, so we have to find the work to be performed. Okay, now that's the keyword, and we'll see what can this possibly mean. Okay, so just for, if you want, you can try out this problem for some time if you've not already tried it, and then you can have a look at my analysis. I'll get into my analysis right away. So just for visualization sake, see, we can imagine that this air was filled in some kind of a you can say syringe kind of an arrangement, or a pump you can say, which is filled with air, and gradually this air is being pushed into the this bubble. So just imagine that in front of the syringe you created some small, very small soap film, and you are pushing the air, and accordingly this film is getting inflated in the shape of a bubble. And reasonable to assume that the temperature of the bubble remains same as after inflation as it was before inflation. Okay, so we can safely assume that this is an isothermal compression going on. And if you consider, this is the gas, the gas which was filled in the syringe earlier, and then the same gas is finally inside the bubble. So it can be modeled as an isothermal compression. Okay, and this membrane is also going to expand. Okay, so now I have to apply the first law of thermodynamics to this. So let us consider the thin bubble film plus the trapped gas as our system for applying the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, now in chemistry notation, if you write, you have delta Q plus delta W is equal to delta U. Well, in physics notation we generally write delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W, and then there we take delta W as work done by the gas, right, or by the system. Whereas in chemistry notation we say that whatever is the heat supplied and whatever is the work done on the system, that is equal to change in internal energy of the system. So there's no conflict at all, just that it makes my thinking a little simpler. So I can say that whatever heat I have supplied to the membrane plus the trapped gas system, plus whatever work I have done on the membrane plus the trapped gas system, that should be equal to the change in internal energy of the trapped gas plus the change in internal energy of the membrane. Okay, so just if I rearrange this equation, what do I get? So delta W should be equal to delta U minus delta Q. So delta W is work done on the system. Okay, whatever work I am performing on the system, that should be equal to change in internal energy and minus the delta Q, and here delta Q is the heat supplied to the system. And now since the process is an isothermal process, we know that for the, if as far as gas is concerned, so you know that in if for isothermal process, delta Q must be equal to what? Delta Q must be equal to delta W. Why? For an isothermal process, internal energy change is 0. Of course the membrane's internal energy is changing, but as far as the gas is concerned, what is happening, the gas is also exchanging heat with the atmosphere, right? So, and we know that whatever is the heat supplied to the gas, that is equal to the work done by the gas. Now please mark my words carefully. I am saying heat supplied to the gas is equal to work done by the gas. Now this is work done by the gas, right? So I can say that therefore this delta W, that is the net work done on the system of the gas plus membrane, is equal to change in internal energy of the membrane, because the change in internal energy of the gas is anyway 0, it's an isothermal process, and minus the work done by the gas, right? Work done, this now becomes work done by the gas. Why? Because I showed you that delta Q is equal to delta W. When you write this, delta Q is the equal to the work done by the gas, okay, in the normal first law when you write, right? So I hope this part is settled. So please make sure you understand this before moving forward. If you want, you can rewind it a little and listen to whatever I have said once again, okay. So delta Q is work done by the gas, okay, that's what I've written, okay. And delta W therefore becomes delta U minus work done by the gas. Just rearrange this equation, and here this becomes delta U minus work done by the gas. Now work done by the gas is fairly simple. Net work done by the gas is undergoing an isothermal compression, okay. So and delta U is only the delta U of the membrane, so that is 8 pi r square alpha. Why? Because the surface area is 8 pi r square and not 4 pi r square, because it's a soap film and has two liquid air interfaces. So this is the internal energy of the change of the surface tension, right? Surface energy associated with the surface tension of the film. And then this is normal formula. So you know that for isothermal process, the work done is nRT and ln of V final upon V initial. But then we also know that nRT is also equal to P final V final, and which is also equal to P initial V initial, okay. And using this, I can, instead of nRT, I can write this as P final V final. That's what I have done. And V final upon V initial can be written as P initial upon P final. So I hope this is clear. So this is the work done, okay. And then what is your P initial? P initial is P naught. And since the radius of the bubble is r, so final pressure is P naught plus 4 alpha by r. Alpha is the surface tension, so and 4 alpha by r then becomes the excess pressure inside the bubble. So I hope this is clear. And now we can substitute this and then we get the total work done on the system, right? So that comes out to 8 pi r square alpha plus P naught by 4 alpha into 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and this P final is P naught plus 4 alpha by r, and then P initial by P final, and this minus sign I have converted to plus. Why? Because here I have taken P final upon P initial. So P final was what? P final is P naught plus 4 alpha by r, and when you divide that by P naught, you get this thing, 1 plus 4 alpha by P naught r, okay. So I hope this is clear to everybody, and this is becomes net work done on the system of the trapped gas plus the membrane. But even though we have done something, some mathematics we have done, but we need to verify whether what we have calculated is what is intended in the question. So the language used is work to be performed, but it's not mentioned by whom. So it can mean different things. Why? Because as I modeled it, there is some piston, it's being pushed by a person. So normally we are interested in the work that is required to be done by my machine or by my hand. Here the problem is that not only I am pushing the piston, but atmosphere is also helping me push the piston, right? Because P naught is also acting inwards, and here also if you see so this is helping, and here it is expanding. So atmosphere is doing some negative work on this boundary, but here atmosphere is helping me do some positive work, okay. So and since overall volume is decreasing, so overall we can say that atmosphere is doing some positive work. So there comes the interpretation possibilities of this question, and you decide whether it's controversial or not. But definitely many students, they feel confused because of this, because it's not very clear what work is being asked, okay. So work to be performed by whom? So it could be, if I complete the sentence, it could be work to be performed by the person pushing the piston, or it could be work to be performed by the atmosphere, or it could be work to be performed by the atmosphere plus the pushing force work by the person, okay. So the work that I have found is the total work, net work done on the system by atmosphere plus the work done by the pushing force, okay. That's what I have got by consideration of thermodynamics of this. So this is the answer. This is the third interpretation which matches the answer given in Erudov, okay. So this is equivalent to the answer that's given in Erudov. and that's according to the third interpretation. But now I can ask another interesting question, that is, what is the work done by the person pushing the piston? And that's an interesting variation, or you can say interesting interpretation of this question, or what is the work done by atmosphere. So now I'll be calculating the answers according to interpretation 1 or interpretation 2. Okay, so how do I find the work done by the atmosphere? So work done by atmosphere should be simply, because atmospheric pressure is constant, so and it is compressing the air, so atmosphere is doing positive work, that is simply V initial minus V final into P naught. Okay, see, simply P naught into delta V, and since it is compressing, so V initial is greater than V final, so work done by atmosphere is positive, right? And also we know that since it's an isothermal compression case, so P naught into V initial should be equal to P final into V final. What is V initial here? V initial here is the visualized trapped gas which has now gone inside the bubble. Okay, so it also had some initial volume. We can't take initial volume to be 0, right? That's why I gave you the visualization like a piston cylinder arrangement. Okay, so I hope this is clear, and therefore V initial is simply P final upon P naught into V final, right? So now I can use this relation and substitute for V initial using this relation. So what do I get? So P naught comes as it is here, and this becomes V initial becomes P final upon P naught into V final, and here also there was V final, so I have taken V final common outside, so this becomes P naught into P final upon P naught minus 1, and you multiply P naught inside, then you are left with P final minus P naught into V final. Okay, so if you calculate this, now P final is what? P final is P naught plus 4T by alpha, right? So P naught plus 4T by alpha, and you subtract P naught from that, so you are only left with I wanted to say P naught plus 4 alpha by R. Normally I denote surface tension by T, but here we are using alpha for surface tension. So P final is P naught plus 4 alpha by R, and you subtract the P naught, so you are just left with 4 alpha by R. So this becomes 4 alpha by R into 4 by 3 pi R cube. So that's what I have written, 4 alpha by R into 4 by 3 pi R cube. So that is the work done by atmosphere, that is 16 by 3 pi R square alpha, right? So this is the work done by atmosphere. If I were to interpret it to be what is the work done by atmosphere. Now what is the work done by the person? So I have the net work done, this is the expression for net work done, and now I have the expression for work done by the atmosphere. So now it's simple algebraic not arithmetic calculation. You can see that total work done must be equal to work done by atmosphere plus work done by person. So work done by person is total work done minus the work done by atmosphere. So this was the total work done, and you subtract the work done by atmosphere, and this is what you get for the work done by the person. So this was the interesting interpretation of this problem, and I hope now this analysis is crystal clear to you, and this question will not cause any trouble for you. I hope it is settled for all of you, and if you enjoyed my analysis of this question, please do give a thumbs up to my video, and please share this video as much as possible with your friends or your acquaintances who are preparing for IIT JEE or Olympiads in various WhatsApp groups or Discord servers or Telegram groups. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and if you subscribe to my channel and if you share it, my channel will have a good reach, and I'll be able to reach out to many students who might benefit from my videos. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Please do keep coming back to my channel for more awesome stuff, and God bless you.